Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today we are reviewing the new cigar from James Brown and Black Label Trading Company. This is the Deliverance Nocturne. And this size is the Perfecto 5x56. Isn't that a cool looking cigar? There is the density. Now, this is the fifth release of the Deliverance Nocturne, and it highlights the Pennsylvania broadleaf tobacco, and James Brown is very fond of that. The rest of the cigar is a Nicaraguan Habano binder and Nicaraguan and Pennsylvanian filler, made at the Fabrica Oveja Negra factory in Esteli. Now, this comes in actually three different sizes. I chose the Perfecto, but there's also a short Solomon, snub nose as they call it, 4 3/4 by 40/56. As you can see, it goes up, and a tall Solomon, 6 1/4 by 36/56. You can choose either one you want. That's up to you. Now, that's sort of the long and the short of it. So let's get right to it. The new Black Label Trading Company Deliverance Nocturne Perfecto. Now, as I cut this extremely pointed cap, I'm going to take off a very little, and I won't be surprised at all if I have to use the perfect draw tool, and it's not a big deal. I mean, you could take it off way down here, but why? So I'm going to take off just a little, and we'll check it. Well, wouldn't you know it? Now, I had one of these yesterday, actually, and that's why I brought this up. That draw is perfect. Now, you can see I didn't take off that much. You want it to maintain the shape, or else what's the point? All right. As it turns out, it's a great draw. A lot of nice flavors to start with. It is a nice, sweet cedar with some tanginess to it. A lot of brown sugar and very sweet brown sugar. Some nice cinnamon. There are caramel notes attached to it. Quite a bit of a leathery nutmeg that is quite creamy and smooth. And a lot of black coffee. I would say, in addition to black coffee, there are some chocolate notes there. The cigar is very powerful tasting, and it's going to be relatively short, so I'm going to try to do it in thirds, but you can absolutely expect flavor changes starting at such a small end to a fat middle to a very small finishing end. And it very well could, well, it does subtly, but we'll go over them, change. But here at the outset, it is a blast of almost a molasses. It's so sweet. It's very sweet. Has a lot of dark notes, though. Very dark. James likes the dark side of this cigar. So let's see what we have by the first third. Shouldn't be very long. Hang in there. Well, we're here at the first third. And this is one heck of a good cigar. It is, as it's gotten fatter, the more of the nutmeg has come out. but it is still extremely sweet, full bodied. Flavor notes are like I described initially, but there's just a little more nutmeg now. That's the flavor that's risen. I can taste chocolate, but it's kind of subtle. I get a lot more black coffee. The sweet notes are that brown sugar, caramel, that almost molasses flavor is so dark and sweet. The nutmeg, even though it's risen, is still creamy, sort of leathery. It's a very dark, noted cigar, but extremely sweet and good. So good. Ooh, first third is 96. I mean, easily. And it's going along quickly. And as you can see, the ash is still intact. The last one I had, I really got scared because I was sitting in my chair, not here, and the ash just never fell off. I finally had to I finally had to tap it off. But already at the band, I got to remove that. So it's not going to be a long cigar, but buddy, it is good and sweet. So let's see what the second third brings. Well, this is not the second third, it's the midpoint, but I thought I would tell you how it's changing. It's more subtle changes, very subtle, more of a drier cedar, more nutmeg, a little less leather, more black coffee, more pepper. Ugh. I think this is the best black label trading company cigar I've ever had. This is just, I could have this every day. Oh my gosh, it's good. Finish is much more caramel on it now. Nutmeg, very nice lingering black pepper, very full bodied. Still 96 easily. This is a very good cigar, as I've said, but it has nice little subtle changes for the better. Interesting changes. Now let's see what the second third brings. Well, didn't take long. Here's the end of the second third. And it's going to go really fast from here. But right now, there's the nutmeg decreased slightly. The black coffee is still high. Still plenty of sweetness. It's not much different. It's just still very good. Very full bodied. Finish is unchanged. Small, subtle changes. Still excellent. 96. It will take any time to get to the end. So, just in a very few minutes, I'll be right back to wrap it up. Woo, well, we're down to the end. So let's wrap it up. I went as far as you could go with it because it's too enjoyable to let go. Okay, here at the end, you have a little more of the chocolate notes. They sort of, in the smaller ring portions, you get more of the chocolate. It's very sweet, a lot of coffee, a lot of same notes. Okay, same flavor notes. The cedar is a little on the dry side, more of a cedar, but it's fine. It's fine. Plenty of sweet notes in this dark noted cigar. I don't know what James did. This is just phenomenal. Final third's 96. Overall score 96. This is excellent, box worthy. Buy them now. Now, I am curious what the other sizes are like, and I might get some to just try them. Maybe not review it, just try it and see how they are. But I can't imagine them being anything but excellent. But I can tell you one thing: this Perfecto is the real deal. Finish is pretty much unchanged. Very full bodied. Great, great cigar. So there you have it. The Deliverance Nocturne 2020. 96.